FXLeaders.com. We're back in action, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Levine, cryptocurrency head analyst, and this is our beginner Forex series where we break down trading concepts without all the confusing jargon, right? In the last video, we talked about what Forex is, how it works, and why it's such a massive market. If you missed that one, I'll link it up here and definitely check it out after this video. But today, we're going to be diving into one of the most important basics: how to read Forex quotes and how to understand currency pairs. Now, if you've never ever looked at Forex chart or a trading app and thought, what in the world is EUR/USD, right? And then there's a number beside it, 4 digits, 5 digits. What is that supposed to mean? Well, don't stress. I've got you covered. Just a quick reminder, smash that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you can catch the next episodes as we build up your Forex knowledge. All right, let's get right into it. So first up, what is a currency pair? In Forex, you never trade one currency by itself. You're always trading one currency against another, and that's what makes up a pair, right? Let's use euro-dollar as an example, which is what we have right now on our screen. The first part, which is the EUR representing euro, is called the base currency, the one on the left, right? The second part on the right, that's the USD, which means US dollar. That's called the quote currency. So we have the base and we have the quote on the right side. So if the euro dollar is trading at right now 110.80, right? 110.82, that means 1 euro equals to 110.82 US dollars. Simple, right? Now, when we open a trade, or when you open a trade, you're either buying the base currency and selling the quote currency, or the other way around, selling the base currency and buying the quote currency. That's it. Pretty straightforward once you get the hang of it, right? A quick real world example. If you're going on a holiday to Europe and you exchange US dollars for euros, you're essentially doing a Forex trade at your local currency spot, right? Next, let's talk about the different types of currency pair you'll see. So we've got major pairs, minor pairs, also known as crosses, and we have the exotics. So these are the three main type of currency pairs or groups of pairs you'll be working with during your Forex trading journey. Now, major pairs always include the US dollar, and they're the most traded, most liquid, and usually have the lowest spreads. With spreads, that's the commission we pay when we open a trade. So, for examples, right? I can show you right here. This is the market watch with all of the currency pairs that the Forex market has to offer. And here you can see on the top we got the majors, those that has the US dollar in them, right? So we have GBP USD, that's the pound versus the US dollar. AUD USD, that means Australian dollar versus the US dollar. Here's our euro dollar, EUR versus USD, right? Each and every one of those have the US dollar. Those are the majors, and we have 7 of them. Now, minor pairs or crosses, those are the pairs that don't have the US dollar but still involve strong popular currencies, such as, and you can see that's the next group: Euro Pound, Swiss Japanese Yen, CHF JPY, Canadian JPY, GBP AUD, right? Pound versus the Australian dollar. Those are the crosses. This is the group that we call minor. And they don't involve the US dollar, but they're still very popular, very tradable, very liquid. Not like the majors. And that's probably a good tip. If you're new, stick to the majors. low spreads and smoother price movement, less volatility in the majors. But then there's also the exotic pairs. Combine one major currency with a currency from an emerging or smaller economy. For example, USD TRY, that's the Turkish lira, right? So, you know, US dollar versus the Turkish lira, or US dollar versus the South African rand, which is, the symbol is ZAR, USD ZAR. Yeah, those are the more volatile with larger spread type of group of currencies that we have in the market. All right, now let's clear up one thing that confuses almost every beginner: the bid price, the ask price, and the spread, right? When you look at a quote on your trading platform, you'll usually see two prices for each pair. Let's say Eurodollar, for example, right here. On the left side, we have 110.75. On the right side, 110.76. The difference, right, is 1 pip. Now, that difference is the spread, right? The bid price, that's what's on the left, that's the 110.75, right? That's what you get when you sell the pair. The ask price, however, the one on the right side, the 110.76, is what you'll pay if you buy the pair, right? And like I said, the difference between these two, that 1 pip, that's 0.0001, that's 1 pip, that's what you call the spread, all right? Why does it matter though? Well, the spread is basically your broker's commission. The smaller the spread, the cheaper it is for you to enter and exit trades. Pretty simple, right? So if I want to buy right now the Eurodollar, I would pay 110.76. However, if I want to sell, if I want to go short on the Eurodollar, I would pay 110.75. I think you got the picture, right? All right, let's wrap this one up. Quick recap. Forex is traded in pairs, base versus quote. There are majors, minors, and exotics. Every quote has a bid, an ask, and a spread. You buy at the ask price, sell at the bid price. Simple stuff once you see it a couple of times. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor, hit that like button, drop a comment below letting me know which currency pair you'd like me to cover next, and make sure you're subscribed because next up we're diving into what actually moves Forex prices: interest rates, economic data, and market sentiment. All right, it's super important to understand before you start trading live. See you in the next video. Take care.